Washington State. Yeah! This is my impression of Matthew McConaughey. Hey y'all, how you doing tonight? Let me tell you a little about myself. My favorite dance is the tango. My favorite fruit is the mango. My favorite musical instrument is the bongo. Anyone want to guess what my favorite animal is? Surprisingly, no, it's the common house cat. My favorite song is Row, Row, Row Your Boat. But my second favorite song is Sweet Home Alabama, which is why it's played in every movie I act in, even if the movie takes place in the middle of the Sahara Desert. Just kidding, I'm not really Matthew McConaughey. I'm Trent Leinenbach, the skinny guy that nobody knows. So we just had general conference, that was great. Yeah. Pancakes. Anyways. No, but my favorite speaker is Elder Scott. Although with Elder Scott, I do feel sometimes that he can see through the camera, which is disconcerting initially. But then I'm like, nah, it's just the technology at Bonneville Distribution getting way legit. What do they think of next? General conference in 3D? Which would be awesome. The choir would really pop out with their choir face. And it's not just Motown. All choirs do that face. Apparently this face helps you sing better. But if they did conference in 3D, when they zoom in on the two black people in the choir, our diversity would just stand out. And the spoken word guy, you know, the one that, the 181st Semi-Annual General Conference, he'd be the one to tell you to please put on your 3D glasses. By the way, that guy has never messed up his words, ever. He's like, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. What? Spoken word to your mother. What about Elder Scott in 3D? Do you remember a couple years ago he gave that talk where he asked us to imagine that we were in a personal interview with him? And he was like, why don't we pretend that you and I are alone in a quiet place? I'm going to ask you some penetrating questions. I'd be like, I think I'm gonna go get a drink of water. Thanks, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Who wants t-shirts? That's somebody's cue to bring out the t-shirt! All right. Usually we have more. What you have?
T-shirt tonight, sorry.
I don't speak very clearly. I actually did say t-shirts, but anyway. Well, let's bring out another new comedian. They've all been great so far. I don't mean to sound surprised. You should have seen me when I was new. So, anyway. Our next comedian is an extremely handsome gentleman. In fact, we call him the Mike Ditka of Humor U in a good way. Ladies and gentlemen, Andy Wing!
Who's Mike Ditka? They say a good friend will be honest with you. You know, a good friend will like tell you when you smell bad. In that case, every person in my middle school was my very good friend. So Valentine's Day is coming up. The only thing worse than being alone on Valentine's Day is being with your family on any holiday. Whenever I use a semicolon, I feel a little pretentious. Which is silly, because the most pretentious thing I've ever done was wear seatbelts before is the law. That joke takes a little bit longer, like a pause, so that people will give me pity laughs. It worked really well this time. I would have joined the NBA if it wasn't for that whole playing basketball on a Sunday thing. When people say easy as pie, are they mocking me? Pie has always been a difficult pastry for me to produce. I just think it's a little insensitive, that's all. A piece of cake is a little better. I can't do that either, but at least I only fail in terms of a fraction. I was catching up with my friend Travis the other day, and at first I was like, hey, I miss Travis. But after a little while I was like, hey, this is why I don't talk to Travis. A penny saved is probably a waste of copper. Thanks, Moo guy. My friend calls my jokes highbrow and conceited, and I don't know about that, but I do know that dumb people don't laugh at my jokes. What if they made a spoiler for the whole Book of Mormon? Everyone you like dies, and many people turn to cannibalism. Sorry, Andreas, I didn't mean to spoil it. I joined BYU Republicans once. I'm not Republican, I just like being the coolest person around. Sorry, Andreas. They say a sharp knife is safer than a dull knife. And that's true, unless you're being stabbed. Then they're about the same in safeness. Unsafe. Sometimes my dryer is on energy save mode, which just means that I have wet clothes. I guess that was a little highbrow. Hopefully my voice will get even deeper, like, cause it just cracked, and I'm like, maybe I'll talk like this. People say the lights are on but nobody's home to mean someone's stupid. Or the wheel is turning but the hamster's dead. Every time I've told that joke, the audience acts surprised. Maybe people don't say that. I don't know. I say it. Anyway, that just means the hamster invented a perpetual motion machine. I hope he kept good notes. Thanks, guys. That was pretty good. He's laughed at every joke of mine, and I think he's the only one. 100%. So I owe you one. Well, that was supposed to be my closer, but then I had that joke, so I'm just gonna sit down.
All right. Let's get another hand for Andy and all of the new comedians. He's actually did really good. It's all right. Our next comedian is the prodigal son. I don't speak very clearly. Is the prodigal son of Humor U. He served a mission and then came back. I don't even know why you're so laughing. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for the one, the only, from Nashville, Tennessee, Jasper Margin. Howdy, y'all.
Hey.
It's me, the prodigal son. I am from the South. Most people don't like the South. For example, I have a friend from out west, and he wanted to go to Alabama for school, but his mom told him, please don't go out there. Out there's nothing but obese people and tornadoes. And yeah, of course, we gotta be obese so that way the tornadoes don't pull us. And as you can see, that's the reason why I had to leave there, because I was getting blown away. So school just started, and in one of my classes, first day of the semester, a professor tells everybody, this is a hard course. And if you do not keep up, it's no one's fault but your own. And the guy was considered to be a good teacher. That's not a good professor. Like, could you imagine that guy's a sheep shepherd? I walk fast and take hard courses, and most of the sheep won't make it. It's not my fault, it's theirs. They're just stupid. So, I imagine some of y'all are out here on dates, right? The other day, he's really excited about this. The other day, my roommate and I, we were trying to plan a double date for these girls, and I said, why don't we do dinner and a movie? And he said, yeah, about that, man. It's pretty much like the worst idea you could do on a date. Like, what's wrong with dinner and a movie? Everyone always tells me, you know, it's been done too many times before. Yeah, kissing has been done too many times. Hey, Jasper, you gonna kiss her tonight? No, man. We plan on rubbing our elbows together. Because that's never been done before. So then my roommate says that we should go on a hike. Really, ladies? Is that what you want? A guy who's too cheap to spend $10 on you at the theater? Okay? Dinner in the movie hasn't been done too many times before. It's called vintage. A hike isn't a good date. It's called a creepy walk in the woods. So in the end, we wound up going laser tagging. I don't know if anybody's ever done that on a date before. I suggest you don't, because there are black lights everywhere, which means everybody sees how much dandruff one another has. Plus, I got really worried when everyone else's teeth shine, but my dates. Girls, they tend to appreciate my dating advice, which is how I got my new job at 17 magazine. See, I write a question and answer column, and y'all are lucky because I'm going to answer 2 questions live for everybody here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
First one is from Ashley. Dear Jasper, I'm like totally in love with this guy, but my mom has grounded me for like ever. What should I do? Right, Ashley. Invite the boy over. Have your hair grown out like 20 feet or 2 stories long. For further instruction, please see the movie Tangled. This next one's a sad one. From Renee to Jasper. My boyfriend just broke up with me. I hate him. How do I successfully make a rebound and make him jealous? Right, Renee. Remember to master your box out technique, and remember that most rebounds are taken from below the rim. More dating advice. If you are planning on seeing a movie on a date, don't see Charlotte's Web. I just got finished watching it. It didn't make sense to me. The spider spells out the word splendid in her web. The town wakes up and somehow comes to the conclusion that the pig is amazing. No, the spider was amazing. Okay. The pig would be amazing if it could spell out the word splendid and like bacon. Or I think I would be impressed even if the pig like made a spider web. It wouldn't even have to spell anything with it. Good y'all.